Let's do this! Hello, and thank you for watching another episode of Art with Chongo! Today we're going to be doing a thrift store makeover. But the first, I just wanted to show you guys I moved my art studio into a different part of my house. Check this out. You'll notice a lot of the things in the background are the same. I just moved them around a little bit. We got our weird, sophisticated bird here. A weird piece of fan art someone sent. Don't ask what's on his head. A sign, you're my kind of weird. My awesome banana car. The secret to my supreme intelligence. My wisdom potion. All these pipe cleaners here. This cool hello sign. And some potions that somebody made me. A sign that says, hold on, I've got to overthink it. My CE sign. This dude. My happy sign. Some pom-poms. This yellow thing, I gotta find something to put in there. My brushes. This hanging pom-pom thing-a-do. Some sponge brushes. A bunch of glitter.
Oh wow, so pretty.
This thingy-do. I don't know what that is, actually. It's pretty cool, though. And my bowl of eyes. Everyone's got to have a bowl of eyes. It's not weird. My thumbs up. And my box of stuff. It's secret. You can't see in there. But anyway. Check this dude out. Pretty weird, huh? Yup. This is a light-up pineapple. For some reason. I'm not sure who thought this would be a good idea, but here we are. I saw this and I was like, that's pretty weird. I can't even imagine what I could do with that. And then a light bulb went off. Ping, ping, ping. I know. Who is our favorite pineapple character? Well, I can only think of one really, but he is awesome. Of course, I'm talking about Mariah's very famous Georgie. And I was like, oh cool, I could turn this into Georgie. Then, another light bulb went off. What if instead of Georgie, I turned this into Georgie's girlfriend? So this is just kinda fun. We'll call it fan art. Fan art with Chongo. Without further ado, let's do it! Today we're gonna use some Nara air hardening clay. But the first, I'm going to do a little sketchy-do on here. So I kinda have a rough idea of where I want to put everything. Let's see, little beaky smile. Yeah, draw the beak on here. Here's her eyes. The eyebrows. Okay, good. Now I will wrap the base in clay, like a little burrito.
I'm a burrito.
Now that the clay is wrapped around here, I'm gonna smooth out my burrito with cheese. Why cheese, you may ask? Because cheese.
Duh.
I'm gonna make this relatively smooth. This is going to be a cake. She will be sitting on a cake. Why? Because cheese. Because cake. Okay, on this separate piece of clay here, I'm gonna make the frosting. It's gonna wrap around and look like frosting is dripping. I'm running low on clay, but I just placed an order, so hopefully that comes sometime soon. Okay, so I'm using this tool to flatten the top. Now I'll get this piece of clay and roll it around till it randomly makes the shape of a beak. Like that. Then you put it on there and then you draw the little mouth part. Then give it a little tap, just for fun. Okay, so originally I was going to just draw the eyes on, but then I noticed this eye has this thing going through it here. And this eye has a little pointy-do on it. So I think I'm gonna have to make some eyes out of clay and put those on top. Just like this. See, now no lines to worry about. And we'll give her a unibrow. No, just kidding. We'll cut the eyebrows out. Give her some arms. Like a these. And here's what we have so far. I'm officially out of clay, so I'm gonna take a little break.
Hey, Chongo.
Oh, hey. What's up?
I got a delivery for you.
Oh, cool. That must be the clay I ordered. Cool. Get out my trusty sharp pointy thing. That's what Nerdy Crafter calls it. She's so cool. I sure hope this is the clay. Otherwise, I don't know when I'll be able to finish this. Let's see. Cut. Okay. Put the cap back on so I don't get hurt. You know, a lot of times people will come up to me and...
It's clay.
Oh.
Moving on.
What a weird way to package your clay. Well, anyway, now I'm making the feet. I put aluminum foil inside because these are going to be kind of thick and I want to make sure it dries without cracking. Okay, now I'm going to start making the hair. This part will be on the front, like around her forehead. Like a these. Okay, I skipped ahead a little bit here because it's kind of boring, but I covered the whole back of the head with hair, and now I'm just kind of scoring it to give it a little bit of hair texture. And this little part I'm gonna carve out and then make it poke up a little bit, so it looks like this at the end. So I decided with the main part of the body, I was gonna paint with transparent paint. So I want to get some nail polish remover on here to get rid of my sketch from earlier. Otherwise, you'll see it through the paint. And that would not be good. So for the transparent paint, I'm going to improvise a little bit. I'm going to use some Mod Podge. Water it down a little bit with water. I don't know what else I would use to water it down, but water. And for the yellow pigment, I'm gonna use some lemon yellow mica powder. And I'm just gonna keep adding a little bit at a time until it's the color I want. Mix, add, etc. Super exciting. Now I'm gonna begin painting it on. Now it's gonna look a little different now than it does when it dries because the Mod Podge is white when it's wet and it turns clear when it dries. So when you first put it on, it's gonna look a little more white than it will when you're done. But you have to trust the process and just keep going. And while we wait for that to dry, we're gonna paint the leaves on top green. I'm putting the paint on kind of thick because this paint is pretty transparent and I don't want to have to put 500 different layers on here. Now I'm gonna paint the arms yellow. This yellow actually ended up being a little too harsh and bright, so I added some white paint on it to make it a more pastel yellow. So it matches Georgie a little better. Yeah, that looks much better. As I paint the beak orange, take a look at the body. See how transparent that is? I'm gonna have to add quite a few more layers of my transparent paint. It's a little more transparent than I wanted. I think I ended up doing 7 or 8 layers.
It took forever.
Okay, now I paint the feet. Do. Okay, so the bottom part of this cake is gonna have white frosting on it. So I'll paint that part, just plain white. Like a these. And the frosting part will be pink. Like a these. You ever see those Maria Elizabeth episodes where she like bakes stuff? Maybe I should try that sometime. Although maybe that's a bad idea. I'm kind of messy, and I burn stuff a lot. It probably would be pretty entertaining though. Okay, I just added my final layer of paint to the body, and now I'm gonna paint the black parts. I'm gonna paint the eyes, the eyebrows, and the hair. Now I'm gonna add sprinkles to the pink frosting. Sprinkle here, sprinkle there. And I use this black marker to color in the mouth, just to make it a little more visual. And then I added the little smiley parts on the end here. Now I thought she needed a little finishing touch, so I got this hot glue gun, and I'm gonna add a little bow. Cool, looking good. A couple more things and we'll be all done. Just gonna add the little white highlights on the eyes with my white gel pen. Just like Georgie has. And now I'll add her little eyelashes with my black brush marker. All done. Well, guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm really happy with how she turned out. Yeah, but I cannot think of a name for her. In the comment section, suggest some names. I'll take the best names and put them in a poll. Whatever wins, that's what we'll name her. Alright, well, until next time, I'll catch you on the flippity flip. Bye!